everybody, it's Becky. I am back today with a somewhat of a packing video. I'm sitting here with my Bagolini Complete Cosmetic Case that I showed you last year, and I'm getting ready to start doing some very early stage packing for our trip to Disney. And I wanted to share with you really the easiest way I have found to keep my packing list. Not just for a trip to Disney, but specifically this is the biggest trip that we take every year, so the list tends to be a little bit longer. But you could definitely apply the same kind of a concept to pretty much any trip and just change it as you need to. So this one is the list that I have pretty much used consistently every year. Not a whole lot changes. For me, a lot of times it's just a matter of maybe changing the color of eyeshadows that I'm going to bring. And now that I have contacts, obviously I added that. But what I basically do for everybody, and this is obviously my list, I break up what the things I need to bring into categories. And then I have cleansers and toiletries, which would include like shampoo and dry shampoo and Q-tips, medicine and first aid. There's my glasses and stuff that I added, miscellaneous. So you get the idea. So I break it up into category for each person, and then I just go through and put a little dot in the front of whatever the item is and a little dot at the end. And so the reason I do this is for my preliminary packing. So when I'm first packing everything, I'll go through and check this off. And then I have the second dot, so right before we leave, when I want to double check and make sure that I haven't forgotten anything, then I go through and mark off the second dot. And that's the best way I have found for me to be able to keep track of what I've already packed, but then still be able to go back and check it later one last time before we leave. So this way really keeps it easy for me, and all I do is keep it in a Word document, and that way if I want to move something around or add things, all I have to do is either type it in or cut it and paste it and move it someplace else. And so this really has been the easiest way for me to pack year to year. And I know once I've gone once and I haven't forgotten anything, then I know this list is going to work next year and the year after that. So I know that this is not terribly earth-shattering, and maybe this is already the way that you make a list, but I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube and people that may make their list on Post-its and things like that. And if that works for them and that works for you, that's great. This is just something for people who are a little bit more meticulous and maybe a little bit more OCD when it comes to making sure they haven't forgotten anything, and making it easy for future trips to be able to go back in, see what I took, did it work, did I forget anything, and pretty much be able to stick to the same list and the same kind of a concept year to year. Hope this was helpful, and if you're interested in this bag, I did a video last year before our trip to Disney where I showed you what I actually put in here for my toiletries and things, so I'll link that below if you're interested. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.